Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up.
Get loud.
Every clap. Every cheer. This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Raleigh, this is Monster Jam.
It is time for the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into an order based on a random draw. Our drivers will take on the track and the clock, competing for the fastest time and the first 8 points of today's event. Raleigh, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Rolling out first, Charlie Parkin, Grave Digger.
And the time for Gravedigger is 11.700.
Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger with the first time at an 11.700 as the first truck on the board. It's Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash.
And the time for Sparkle Smash is 17.314.
Sparkle Smash, Chelsea Van Cleve with a 17.314. Still the time to beat, an 11.700 by Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger. Mark Hall, Raminator.
The time for Raminator is 11.828.
Mark Hall and Raminator with an 11.828. Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger still with the lead as three trucks have gone on the track. It's Michael Waters Jr., Megalodon.
And the time for Megalodon is 12.439.
And with that, we are officially halfway through the JCB Racing competition. Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger with the time to beat at 11.700. Mark Hall and Raminator next up at an 11.828. Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon a third best time at a 12.439. And Chelsea Van Cleve with Sparkle Smash fourth with a 17.314. Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco.
And the time for El Toro Loco is 11.643, your new fastest time.
A new top time, Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco at 11.643 with 3 trucks left to go. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
And the time for JCB Digatron is 10.282, your new fastest time.
What a lap by Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron, new leader of the JCB Racing competition with a 10.282. It's Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption.
And the time for Ramdemption is 13.111.
Kurt Kramer Ramdemption, the 6th best time at a 13.111. Time to beat still remains a 10.282 by Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. Joe Dennis, Zombie.
And the time for Zombie is 11.292.
Joe Dennis and Zombie with the final run of our JCB Racing competition. And Raleigh, that means that the winner of the JCB Racing competition is Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise because here comes your JCB Racing winner, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Congratulations, Brandon, you're 2 for 2 here in Raleigh. It's got to feel so good. What's your secret?
It's just sometimes slower is faster in these tight arenas. You got to keep it tight and keep your corners tight. So that was my goal out there, just keep my corners tight and try to hit my marks, and I was able to do that twice now. So we're feeling good. We're kicking off the event with 8 points, and I couldn't be looking forward to the next one.
Well, as you said, we got the two-wheel skills challenge coming up next. You know, this is an interesting food for thought. It's colder today than it was yesterday. How is that going to affect how you go into the two-wheel skills? How does it affect your truck?
Obviously it brings a lot of moisture out in the dirt, so we're going to have to kind of get a feel for it out there. And it feels a little wet right now, but that ain't going to stop us. We're going to go out there and lay it down and put this truck on these 2 BKT tires and just enjoy every moment of it. So I'm looking forward to it. We've been having a real good time in skills. Yesterday we had some truck problems that kind of hurt our run, but we're good. We're dialed in today. Obviously we came out here and got the racing win, so we're looking forward to two-wheel skills. Monster Jam fans, you guys ready?
Congratulations again. Keep it going, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Monster Jam fans, that was the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. If you take a look up at the overall event leaderboard, we will see our point standing. So, Brandon Arthur getting that JCB Racing win in JCB Digatron gives him 8 points on the board. Coming in at number 2, Joe Dennis Zombie. Holding down number 3, Ryan Vargas El Toro Loco. Gravedigger Charlie Pocken in at number 4. Then let's talk about the rest. We got in number 5, Raminator Mark Hall. Number 6, Megalodon Michael Vaughters Jr. Ramdemption Kurt Kramer. And Sparkle Smash Chelsea Van Cleve. That is our current leaderboard. But remember, anything can happen. We still got 2 challenges left here at Monster Jam.
All right, Raleigh, I am joined by 3 big-time Monster Jam fans at their very first Monster Jam event. It's Stratton, Tony, and Caleb, my new friends. Guys, you guys said it was your first Monster Jam event. How are y'all liking it so far?
I'm loving it so much. Thank you. It's awesome.
It's a great experience. I can't recommend it more.
All right, well, I saw y'all having the zombie arms up and getting involved in the action. Why don't we do a little competition? We're going to have the St. Jude helmet shuffle. So you're going to look at the screen right there. We're going to have 3 helmets up on the video board. Remember, Raleigh, here at the Lenovo Center, you can help them out to try and win this prize. So you'll have the 3 helmets. You have an item underneath. There's the trophy. So you have all 3. Make sure to track where that helmet is. All right, do a little switcheroo. Hopping over each other. Almost there. There's still more, by the way. Raleigh, there's still more. Help them out if you can.
Oh.
That was a little crazy. They're hopping all over the place. Doing a little spinaroo, a break dance.
It's one, right?
All right.
One.
Is it 1, 2, or 3?
It's one. One.
It's number 1. All right, it's number 1. Raleigh, what do you think? Is it number 1?
I think you got it.
Let's see. It's not number 3. There are 2 more left, and it's not number 2. And that means you guys are the winner of the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. How about it? Y'all were locked in that entire time. I can't have y'all be up here and engage with me without a little prize. So, of course, I'm going to give y'all 4 tickets to the VIP meet and greet. I know y'all are riding with a pretty large group, but you guys will have 4 tickets to the VIP meet and greet. Get to meet all of our Monster Jam superstars after this event today. Is that awesome?
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Raleigh, give it up for Stratton, Tony, and Caleb.
Congratulations to our St. Jude Helmet Shuffle winners. Don't forget, we got the St. Jude Challenge going on all night long, which means you can donate directly to your favorite Monster Jam truck or driver. All those donations will go directly to helping at St. Jude. Just be sure to scan the QR code up on the video board. And by the end of today's event, we will crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the Day. Once again, scan that QR code up on the video board and donate for your favorite driver or your favorite truck.
Raleigh, it is time for the second competition of our Monster Jam event, and that is the Two Wheels Skills Challenge. So our 8 Monster Jam superstars will take the track and have to perform 2 of their sickest moves on just 2 BKT tires. Each driver will get to make at least 2 attempts to wow the crowd and get y'all involved with some stoppies, poppers, wheelies, and some moonwalks along the way. Make sure to scan that QR code that heads you to judgeszone.com to score your drivers accurately and fairly. But Riley, I can't just get this started all by myself, neither can Tiana. We need your help. So please look up at the video board, clap with me, and follow along to the beat. Let's go.
Making that unicorn fly, it's Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. Okay, my friends, this is it. This is your first opportunity to score at judgeszone.com. Don't forget, scan the QR code on the video board or go to judgeszone.com on your smartphone, type in the code RAL, and then lock in your scores by sliding that BKT tire.
Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash with the first run of the Two Wheel Skills Challenge. The scores are in, but let's look at the Super Glued to the Action replay. High Air, the unicorn taking flight here at the Lenovo Center on both attempts here in the Two Wheel Skills Challenge. For Chelsea Van Cleve, the score, a 6.174. As the first Monster Jam truck in the Two Wheel Skills Challenge, she'll take the lead. Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption.
Make some noise for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. Be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Don't forget that code, RAL.
Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption, the solid run, popping it up on the pod on the front two BKT tires. Give him some punches, Kurt. All right, he's up, Raleigh. The scores are locked for Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption. The score is... And we have a brand new leader in the two-wheel skills challenge. Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption is 7.193 to the top of the board.
It's time for skills.
Michael Vaughters Jr., Megalodon. Taking a peek around the Lenovo Center for his first move. First attempt for Michael Vaughters Jr. Pop-up front wheelie on the nose. Remember, the score to beat is 7.193 from Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption.
For Michael Vaughters Jr., Megalodon. You know what to do. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Flapping around the fins on the nose wheelie, popping up onto the pod, and giving a little shaky shake at the back end of it. Super glue, glue to the action replay. Just put it on right to the nose and kept the balance going on the first attempt before drifting back. And this second one, much more balanced. Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon. Scoring is locked. Remember, the score to beat is 7.193 for Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption. The score is... How about it? An 8.995 gives Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon the two-wheel skills lead. Next up, it's Mark Hall, Raminator. Mark Hall and Raminator with one more attempt. Score to beat an 8.995.
Getting some big air, it's Mark Hall, Raminator. You know what to do, fans. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Mark Hall and Raminator sending it through the air. The attempted back wheelie off of the pod, and then some pretty big air the second time around on our Super Glue glued to the action replay. As Mark Hall and Raminator on the board for two wheel skills challenge. Came around. And the score for Mark Hall and Raminator, a 5.267. That will put him in fourth on the leaderboard for the two wheel skills challenge. So the two-wheel skills challenge, folks, 8.995, Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon with the score to beat. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Digging up the dirt, it's Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Locking those scores now at judgeszone.com.
What a run by Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. After a phenomenal JCB racing performance, hopping up out of the Monster Jam truck. Make some noise, Raleigh. Megalodon and Michael Waters Jr. with the score to beat. An 8.995. Will Brandon Arthur have enough? The score for JCB Digatron is... And we have a brand new leader. 9.008 gets Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron in the lead of the two-wheel skills challenge. Getting back on the pod with a classic moonwalk up the ramp, keeping the balance and control, and trying it all over again for the second attempt. Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron with the lead. Up next, it's Joe Dennis, Zombie. Monster Jam fans, the two-wheel skills challenge has 3 trucks remaining. It's Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. You just saw him take the top spot on the leaderboard with a score of 9.008. Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon second and an 8.995. Kirk Kramer Ramdemption, Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash, and Mark Hall Raminator third, fourth, and fifth in two-wheel skills.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Leighton and the whole family. Leighton, how old are you?
9.
9 years old, and have you been to Monster Jam before?
With my dad.
Here with your dad. Now tell me, which Monster Jam truck are you and your dad rooting for today?
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco. They got all the swag right here. Well, Leighton, since you've been at some Monster Jam before, I think you're probably an expert. Wouldn't you say? You know. You're thinking about it, but I know you know. We're going to do some Monster Jam trivia. So how it works, I'm going to have a slider pop up on the board, and you have to scream stop when you think it gets to the right number of how much does a Monster Jam truck weigh. So you see that big arrow on the screen? It's going to slide to the right, and when you think it's over the right answer, you're going to yell stop. Do you think you got that? I think you got it, and I think Dad looks pretty confident he can help you. So ready? On the count of 3, we're going to answer how much does a Monster Jam truck weigh by yelling stop on the slider. Ready? 1, 2, 3, slide it! Slide it! There it goes. Stop! Stop! So the arrow stopped between 12 and 14, but you see that box? That's our safe zone. So as long as it's in the safe zone, I think we're good. What's the answer? 12,000 pounds, Leighton, you are right! Give her a huge round of applause. We're going to get back here into the Monster Jam action, but don't you go anywhere, Leighton, because we're going to come back in just a little bit.
Looking for the second attempt in the two-wheel skills.
Keep those zombie arms going for Joe Dennis Zombie. All right, lock in those scores, Monster Jam fans, at judgeszone.com.
Joe Dennis and Zombie getting those zombie arms, helping him on the nose wheelie on top of the pod. And the second attempt the same, controlling this 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. With the two rear wheels in the air, make some noise for Joe Dennis and Zombie. Remember, our score to beat is a 9.008 by Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. But for Joe Dennis and Zombie, the score is... all right, 7.633. Score good enough for third for Joe Dennis and Zombie. Look at our super glue, glued to the action replay. Just simple, popping it on the pod, get it back on all fours.
Everybody, put your horns up for El Toro Loco!
As Layton said, get your Toro horns up for Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. All right, my friends, you know what to do. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. On the front two BKT tires on the pod. And his two-wheel skills challenge run comes to an end right there. There's Ryan Vargas. Make some noise, Raleigh. The scores are locked. Ryan Vargas, your score is 8.028. Third for Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco. Replay up on the two front BKT tires and ran this one across the pod, blowing the smoke, taking the front end of that crazy bull across this Lenovo Center. How about the control? Breakdancing a little bit back and forth, waving, and then landing on all four BKT tires. It's Charlie Pauken, Grave Digger. '10 World Finals freestyle champion. Trying to get it up on the BKT tires and pop it right onto the top of the pod.
Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Oh, dog with some new tricks. Atta baby. Charlie Pauken, Grave Digger. Moonwalking down the ramp off the pod. And getting that big slap wheelie in the second attempt. On top of the roof. Get loud for Grave Digger. And now the scores are locked. Remember, the time or the score to beat is a 9.008. The score for Charlie Pauken and Grave Digger is... It's close, but an 8.893 for Charlie Pauken and Grave Digger in third. And that means in the two-wheel skills challenge, the winner, Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. There's our super glue, glued to the action replay. Got it on the front two nose tires and just ramping it back down. That's a classic smooth operator moonwalk if I've ever seen one. Second one just bouncing the rear BKT tires right on the pod, bouncing up and down. Charlie Pauken and Grave Digger with the run. And that means once again, Raleigh, your winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
It's JCB Digatron destruction out here. You are just dominating in this competition. Talk to me. How good does it feel to be undefeated so far today?
It feels amazing. I think the best part about it is to get the little bit of makeup from yesterday. We had some truck problems, and we ended up having a truck problem right there. A truck shut off on us, but those guys out there are already on it. They already got it fixed. We're ready to go 100% for freestyle, and we're 2 for 2 here on the night, but I can tell you what, I'd love to sweep it, but it ain't easy out here. It's these guys are good. They're good at it, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a battle out there for Monster Jam Freestyle, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you said it. We got freestyle left. That's the last competition of the day here for these Monster Jam fans. What can they expect to see?
I don't know, man. Just expect the unexpected. That's the best part about Monster Jam is we don't even know what's going to go on out there. You know, I usually try and play my first couple of hits and kind of run with it from there. And if the truck's feeling great, then, you know, it's hammer down. If not, you got to be a little conservative and mind your P's and Q's, but that ain't going to stop us. I know that truck's 100%. We're going to go out there. We're going to burn it down and enjoy it. Monster Jam fans, I hope you guys are ready because Monster Jam Freestyle is my favorite event. Let me hear you guys.
Keep it going for your two-wheel skills winner, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron with this two-wheel skills win. He has now won both events or competitions so far in this event. Got a pair of those 8 points. Needs to cap it off with one final freestyle run to close things out if he wants a BKT overall event championship. El Toro Loco, Ryan Vargas, Charlie Parker, and Gravedigger not too far behind, tied at 11 with Joe Dennis and Zabi. So a three-way tie for second place. Raleigh, welcome back to Monster Jam. Please welcome the superstars of FMX.
Monster Jam fans, I need you to get ready to get loud because you're about to see the craziest people in this arena. And that, of course, is our riders of freestyle motocross. Here's what's going to go down. We're about to get in 4 practice jumps, and then we are going to get into our competition. But they want to hear you get loud. This is the rule here for FMX. The louder you are, the higher, the crazier they are going to fly. So let's get warmed up and meet our 4 riders. From Council Bluffs, Iowa, it's Scotty Scrub. Coming up next, from Twin Falls, Idaho, it's Willie Elam. Next up on the ramp, from Templeton, Massachusetts, Brody Wilson. And all the way from Arley, Montana, it's Kyron Ursua. Ooh, Kyron Ursua is getting crazy. We got a few more practice jumps in here before we get this competition started. Now, I think I saw some flags out there in the crowd. If you have one of those checkerboard flags, I want you to hold it up and wave it for these guys. Wave those flags! All right, we're going to get in one final jump here per rider, and then it's time to get this competition started. All right, my friends, we are warmed up, and we are coming to the pod and getting ready, because it is time for the FMX Best Trick competition. Each of our riders will have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while going from one side of the arena to the other. But remember, here at Monster Jam, you are the official judges. So what that means, each time a rider hits the mat, you're using your phone, you're going to judgeszone.com and locking in your score for who you think has the best trick. So, riders, are you ready? Raleigh, are you ready? This is the FMX Best Trick competition.
Raleigh coming up first is a rider from Council Bluffs, Iowa. Make some noise for Scotty Scrub. Scotty Scrub has been riding on a motorcycle since age 13, freestyling here at Monster Jam, or freestyling overall for 5 years in that bright green Kawasaki 450 as he revs up for his first trick.
Scotty Scrub hit the whip. It's time to lock in your scores. Let us know what you think of that trick at judgeszone.com.
Scotty Scrub opened it up with a textbook whip, right, leaning the bike to the side, getting the body perpendicular in the air, and just finding the control to get that bike right on top of the ramp and landing it on the airbag. The scores are locked. For Scotty Scrub, the score is the benchmark score right now, 7.701, puts Scotty Scrub in the lead. And now up next, from Twin Falls, Idaho, in his Yamaha YZ450, please welcome Willie Elam. Started riding a motorcycle at age 3. Has been freestyling for a while and also won gold at the Winter X Games in Aspen, Colorado. So plenty of accolades for Willie Elam in that blue and black Yamaha YZ450, turning onto the ramp for his first trick of the competition.
And it's Willie Elam with a backflip. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
For Willie Elam, what a move. Just a simple backflip. How about it at the summit of the Lenovo Center? Up and over the backflip, perfectly executed, and landing it back on those two tires. Look at that big time air from Willie Elam. And the score is in. Willie Elam has a score of 8.342. Raleigh, that's a brand new leader in the FMX Best Trick competition. Coming up third from Templeton, Massachusetts, it's Brody Wilson. An FMX veteran here in Monster Jam, has been riding with Monster Jam for 20 years. Been around for a while. In that Yamaha YZ450, he's competed all over Europe. Here's the trick.
Brody Wilson said, look, Ma, no hands. No-handed backflip. Let us know what you think at JudgesZone.com.
Brody Wilson dealing a backflip, but look, Ma, no hands right behind the back. Impressive body control mid-air, keeping the bike rotating up in the skies and nearly getting to the rafters. But the scores are locked for Brody Wilson, and his score is... That's right, brand new leader, 8.805. Brody Wilson on top. And last but not least, here in the FMX Best Trick competition from Arley, Montana, please welcome Kyron Ursua. He has done it all ever since riding a bicycle and motorcycle at age 14. And our fourth rider here in this FMX Best Trick competition. Each rider has been able to best the other in the score. Kyron Ursua won the Best Trick competition last night, and his first trick will set the bar for what we'll see later on.
And it's Kyron Ursua. Locking those scores, Monster Jam fans. Let us know what you think. That's the last trick of the competition, and will it be enough to be the winner?
There's our super glued to the action replay. Another backflip, this time kicking the legs up a little bit, getting the big time air off the ramp, getting the rotation right on the airbag. A lovely trick. And the scores are locked, Raleigh. The score for Kyron Ursua is... That's a brand new leader, 9.416 for Kyron Ursua.
Raleigh, do you want to see more FMX? Well, then you are in luck, because it is time for our grand finale. We are busting out the FMX trains, and what that means is these riders are going to fly through the sky, one right after the other. But Raleigh, you know what you have to do. You got to get loud. The louder you are, the higher they fly. As they make their way around the bowl, let them hear ya, let them hear ya. Raleigh, let's show them some love. As soon as they hit the ramp, keep the noise going. Here they come. Those riders hit us with a whip train, but you know, I don't know about you guys, but I think we can get louder, and I think they can get even crazier. What do you say, Raleigh? Let's see that train one more time. All right, get ready. Here they come. Let them hear you. Now that was pretty impressive, but I still have faith that we can get even louder and they can go even crazier. This is their final jump here of this competition. Raleigh, be sure to show them some love. Keep it going one more time for your riders of FMX. Keep it going for Scotty Scrub, Willie Elam, Brody Wilson, and Kyron Ursua. Keep it going, show that love as we bring our winner up here. We're going to talk to our winner. He won last night. He took the win today. We got one more competition later tonight. Will he sweep the whole weekend? Congratulations, Kyron. You won last night. You took the win today. Talk to me. How does it feel to just come out here and be dominating like this?
Well, these guys are really, really good, and I think they might be holding back and letting me have it. But it feels good. It's really fun. I just like coming out here and riding with my buddies. So.
Now, something that I think is really unique about all of our riders is your bikes. Your bikes are unique to you. Tell me a little bit about your bike. Tell these fans and what makes your bike so special.
Yeah, we perfectly set them up for ourselves, like these flip levers that help me do that trick and best trick. Perfectly lined up with my wrists and to be able to get me to get back onto the bike. So, yeah, they're definitely fine-tuned.
Now, we've been talking about this with our drivers in Monster Jam 2. It's chilly today. Does the weather ever affect how you approach your jumps?
No, you just got to make sure you get warm beforehand.
That is great advice. Anyone looking to be a rider, make sure you stay safe and stay warm. What do you say, everybody? Give it up for your FMX Best Trick winner, Kyron Ursua. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. All right, everybody, this is it. Scoring is open for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption, with the first Monster Jam freestyle run of the afternoon, taking this Ram Monster Jam truck all over the ramps. Are super glued to the action replay, getting a bit of air. And of course, here in Monster Jam freestyle, the 60 seconds eligible to be able to do your best moves. How about the donut as well? The scoring is locked for Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption. The score is 5.447. Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption with the first score on the board. Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco.
bet you didn't know a bull could do a cartwheel. Keep it going. Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco. And be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Taking a trip around the track, doing a cartwheel, Ryan Vargas, El Toro Loco, right as the freestyle clock expired. Take a look at these super glued to the action replay. Some big time air for the Crazy Bull. 25 years of stuff like this. And it just continues with Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco right up the ramp. Big time air, getting it on its side. BKT Tires, look at the cartwheel right in front of the fans. Getting up and over. The scoring is locked. The score for Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco is... And we have a brand new leader in Monster Jam Freestyle. 7.262. Ryan Vargas to the top of the freestyle board.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Maggie. Maggie, what do you think of Monster Jam so far?
It's really good. I like it.
You like it. I like it too. What Monster Jam truck are you rooting for?
Probably El Toro.
El Toro, give him a shout out while he's getting right side up over there. Maggie, you and I are going to play a fun challenge. It is called Finish the Lyric. So this is how it's going to go down. The music's going to play, and the lyrics will be going, and then the lyrics will cut out, and we have to finish it. But don't worry, I'm going to sing along with you, and Raleigh, I'm counting on all of you to sing along with us. So are you ready? All right, let's finish the lyric. Baby, oh, give it up for Maggie! Maggie, that was awesome. I have something for you because I noticed you're wearing earplugs, which is super smart at Monster Jam. But I wanted to give you official Monster Jam earplugs representing those BKT tires, so that your ears can be protected for the rest of freestyle. Everybody give it up for Maggie!
Raleigh in our Monster Jam freestyle competition. Only 2 trucks on the board right now, led by Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco at a 7.262. Kirk Kramer went up first for Ramdemption, his score of 5.447. Remember, Raleigh, still 6 more trucks to go in this Monster Jam freestyle competition. Well, just a quick reminder that BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all of your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. Our call, Raminator.
Make some noise for Mark Hall Raminator. I'm still dizzy from those donuts. Be sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Leaving BKT tire marks all over this track here in Raleigh. Make some noise for Mark Hall and Raminator. Our Super Glue Glue to the Action replay shows you all of it. Big air there on the pod. But of course the highlight, making this huge engine tote that drum and bass. What you talking about? 2 donuts, one on either side. Mark Hall and Raminator getting it done. The scores are locked. And the score for Mark Hall and Raminator is solid score, 6.910. The total will put Mark Hall and Raminator in second place on the freestyle board. Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. Here she goes, Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash, prepping up Morgan to Morgan backflip. And she saves it.
Keep it going! Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash! Be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
What a run for Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash, capping the run off with a fantastic Morgan and Morgan backflip. Taking it all ramps. Make some noise for the hometown hero, Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash. Remember, the score to beat is a 7.262 by Ryan Vargas and El Toro Loco Raleigh. The new score for Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash is that's a brand new leader, 9.451. Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash to the top. Next up, the king of the undead, Joe Dennis, Zombies.
keep those zombie arms going for Joe Dennis, Zombie. And be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Joe Dennis and Zombie taking this Undead King to the sky here at the Lenovo Center. Raleigh, a freestyle run. There's Joe Dennis. Put those arms up, Raleigh. Make some noise for Joe Dennis and Zombie. Scores are locked. And the score for Joe Dennis and Zombie is 7.280. Joe Dennis and Zombie, a score for second on the board.
Monster Jam fans, this is my friend Aiden, and he's going to help us bring out the next competitor.
Make some noise for Charlie Hawkins, a Grave Digger.
Monster Jam fans, as you can see, the clock has stopped for Charlie Plotkin and Grave Digger. In order to have a qualified freestyle run, you must complete 15 seconds. So with 45 seconds left, that means that would qualify. But there are still 48 seconds on the board. And the truck attempted to refire. So for Charlie Plotkin and Grave Digger, the run will come to an end here in Monster Jam Freestyle. There he is, though. Regardless, a legend in the sport. Charlie Plotkin, Grave Digger. Let's take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard with 2 trucks to go. Score to beat is a 9.451 by Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash, Joe Dennis and Ryan Vargas. 2 very close scores. El Toro Loco 7.262. Dennis and Zombie with a 7.280. With the next truck upcoming. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Make some noise for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. And be sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron trying to sweep the event here in Raleigh, North Carolina today. As he hops out of that Monster Jam truck, put those hands together for Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. We've got word that the scores are locked. So for Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron, the score is a 7.022. Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron with the score for 4th place. And just another reminder as we close out Monster Jam Freestyle in just a bit that you can still scan that QR code, head over to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, their website, and make a huge difference in the fight towards childhood cancer. Brandon Arthur, who was just on the track, won the St. Jude Ambassador of the event yesterday, and I'm pleased to announce it's Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash with 50% of the donations towards her. She is the St. Jude Ambassador of the event. And 21%, 22%, some fantastic percentages, so a huge thank you, but you still have time to donate if you can. Michael Waters Jr., Megalodon.
Get those shark fins up for Michael Waters Jr. Megalodon. Okay, everybody, this is it. This is the final score of the day. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com, and then we will crown our winner.
What a final run for Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon. Getting some serious air on top of the pod, getting through all the ramps, and there he is. Waving the shark fin. The scores are locked, and the score for Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon is a 7.605 for second place, and that means the freestyle competition winner is the hometown hero, Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash. I know Michael Jordan's a legend here in North Carolina. That's big air for Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon. So we look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. It is Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash with a 9.451. Insanely close from second all the way down to fifth. Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon with a 7.605. Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash win the freestyle competition, but our BKT overall event champion in Raleigh is Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron with a full-on almost sweep here in the event. 2 of 3 in racing and in two-wheel skills. And Chelsea Van Cleve for Sparkle Smash. What a freestyle run for the 8 points at the end of the day. Tiana's got the trophy. Brandon Arthur's making the trek up the pod Fans, make some noise. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
A huge congratulations, Brandon. JCB Digatron domination out here. Tell me, how good does it feel to get this competition win?
It feels great. You know, we've been hunting that overall last couple weekends and we haven't been able to get it. And to be able to come with it here in Raleigh's been amazing. You know, we had some truck problems yesterday and we were able to overcome them today. We had a great crew, guys out back just working real hard to get those trucks 100% for you guys. And just so we can go out there and burn it down like we did here tonight for you amazing fans. And I'm enjoying it, man. We had a really good run going in the first half and just capped it off with a good freestyle. And we're here, we're done. We got one more to go here today, this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going for us.
Well, congratulations again. Fans, give it up one more time for your BKT overall event champion, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. But we can't go anywhere just yet without talking to our freestyle winner, Chelsea Van Cleave Sparkle Smash. Chelsea, what an incredible freestyle. You got to do that Morgan & Morgan backflip with your family here. Tell me, how did that feel?
Oh, it feels awesome. I haven't done an 8-pack backflip in a very, very, very long time. I was a little nervous going out here. But to do it in Raleigh, North Carolina, my home state, that was so awesome. What did you guys think?
Well, I don't know if you know this. I saw the cutest thing, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. There was a bunch of little boys and girls out there in the crowd that when you came out, they all put their horns up for Sparkle Smash. So what do you say, Raleigh? Get those horns up and give it up one more time. Your freestyle winner, Chelsea Van Cleave, Sparkle Smash.
Well, Monster Jam fans, after a phenomenal afternoon of activity, big-time thrills, huge jumps, and everything in between, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron with a BKT overall event championship this afternoon, had won 2 of the 3 events in JCB Racing and the 2-wheel skills challenge, 4 points in Monster Jam freestyle, a big-time boost for Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron. As you make your way out, we encourage you to just take one more look at the merchandise table. If you want to grab any of the fantastic Monster Jam gear, from t-shirts to Spin Master diecast and a ton more. But otherwise, we thank you so much for joining us for a fantastic afternoon here in Raleigh, North Carolina, the home of the Carolina Hurricanes. On behalf of my fantastic Monster Jam crew and my co-host Tiana Cohen, I'm Kenneth Weddle saying so long, have a safe trip back home. Raleigh, that was Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light.